time has arrived. The college football playoff is set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. They're going to the air on the first play. Looking for his back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Down he goes. It's a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Carr. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Haas. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
And a fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Got the first down and still motoring. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming out from the 46.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position and first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Lets it go on the move. What a catch! They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They'll hand it off. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff in a single back formation. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
A running play called on fourth down. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Nittany Lions, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Punt over the middle. It's Haas. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Caught behind the line. It's Haas. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, Here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Gets some space around the 30. Powerful running into the secondary. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
QB keeper all the way. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They'll go for it. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Handoff to the back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Cut quickly. In the clear at the 25. Here he goes. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
He's past the marker and still going. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Penn State. Breaks away and takes it to
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. To throw, it's Carr. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Gets made on the out route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fires it on the move. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
A deep shot to the right. Well, the defender makes the catch, but it's ruled out of bounds, so incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, what a play by that defender. The only thing is he doesn't come back inbounds for the interception, but a great effort, and he shows his athletic ability on that play.
Inside the 30. Finding space at the 20. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to throw. It's Carr. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And then there's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the second half. return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down at 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He makes the grab. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Back to pass. It's Carr. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quick throw to his receiver. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Physical run earns the first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run it from the gun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. He steps out, and that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they cap it.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. What a sag by the senior.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
With the catch, it's Williams.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Haas. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Swarm with the pass rush. Sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
To the air, it's Carr. Moves out of the pocket. And the receiver's got it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big 4th down to see if they can keep this going.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Makes the catch.
He shouldn't have caught that. Bro, this game is killing me with some of these catches.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
I should not have any points right now, bro. That's crazy.
Now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Martin. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They're going to run it here. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed by the receiver. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Back to throw. It's Carr. On the move now. Wide open downfield. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Looking for some space. It's Taylor. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Caught near the goal line. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh my gosh, they got the fucking.
That takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Breaks free. And the offense trots back onto the field here. To throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Williams.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That's
Look, my boy.
Not afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Will avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, I don't know about you, but you can almost feel the level of anxiousness that's going through this stadium right now. He picked up that 1st down, and without it, I think this game is over. I mean, when he took off, there was a chance that this thing was over, but he found a way to get the 1st down, much to this crowd's disappointment.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Running out of time in the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Carr over the middle. It's Williams. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking for some space. It's Taylor. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is where it separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Able to convert on 3rd, sets up. 1st and goal, the 8th. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And brought down at the line for that big defensive tackle. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here.
Bro. So this man is about to get hit, throws into fucking cover, and still they're
Chris,
still
I'm feeling that this offense finds a way to score a touchdown late in the game. They've been doing it all year long, and a big reason that they're here in the postseason. Now, you always practice the 2-point plays, right? Now you better pick your best one and deliver to tie this game up.
The crowd is roaring now, trying to help the defense stop this 2-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion ties the game. Might be headed for OT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. There's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
He's got the first and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll hand it off. Fighting him off. That run moves the ball across the 35. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. And the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. They're going to run it. Fights through the tackler. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw.
Wait.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The quarterback gets the credit for the play, and deservedly so. But let's also recognize the receiver's awareness to know what's happening and to break off their route to find an opening like that.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Powering through the defender. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. BAT puts them in front by 7.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
This nigga.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll run it here. Fights through a tackle. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll loss it.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
It's a short completion of a big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a 1st down down the red area? Beautiful play.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Receiver in motion now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. We're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for 2 and win it right now.
What a job of answering and coming up with that touchdown. Good throw by the quarterback. Put a touchdown on the board. And now with all this momentum, man, part of me really wants to just try to end it right here and go for 2 for the victory.
How about this? A 2-point conversion now with the ballgame on the line. And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. Looking for a man. Lets it fly out of the wideout.
Fuck out of here,
And he's
nigga.
in there. They dribble and get it to win the game. What a call. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
Shouldn't have scored.